A live look at Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Alumni Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Boston College Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Nestled into a beautiful neighborhood in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Boston College is home to the Alumni Stadium. Seating 44,000, this is a petite but beautiful stadium in the ACC. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Boston College's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they've been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Carr. That's a fumble on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Lofts one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Under fire. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Boston College! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Caught by Williams on the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Carr. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? This quarterback part of their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside. It's Williams. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Addison. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Boston College's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the maestro of this offense. And what a matchup it's going to be, because Leonard Moore is one of the top cover guys in all of college football. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Fires quickly. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it first and 10 just outside the 20. Wants to throw it again. Gets it out quickly. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on second.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on third and goal from the 1. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. it's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. The run inside. It's Williams. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll try to run for it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Carr. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. The give is to Williams. Nice move to pick up yardage. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
The give on the option. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And finally, we see a little bit of that which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need
maybe a crease. Corralled and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Running inside, it's Williams. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The run inside. It's Dickens. He's out past the 35. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big game.
And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. To the air, it's McKenzie. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense getting set for first down. He goes right back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads it left. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield.
Man, it's players over plays, and like find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw. Under fire. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. To the air, it's McKenzie. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Finding some room. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing. Carr. Rushes on him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Scanning the field, it's McKenzie. Hit as he throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Eagles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Eagles. And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give is to Williams. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Carr to throw for it on fourth. He'll get rid of it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Back to pass, it's McKenzie. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On target over the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun. Trying to barrel in. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big...
Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead. Up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Snagged in the middle, it's Gilbert. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. Pulls it in. It's Gilbert. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Mobley. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Hard running there. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That's a first down for the offense. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. BC uses a timeout here. It's 2nd of the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Carr makes the catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're in the gun, 3rd down, here's Carr. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Eagles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
To throw, it's McKenzie. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Runs through the tackle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll go right back to him. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's McKenzie. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Eagles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the number one team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot.